action. We have action. We have action. Almost knocked the water over. And we have action. We got action. What's happening, y'all? I know I record so much that I know one time I had to record a Boys in the Hood or a Scarface shirt. Like, I know I did. Like, you can't even deny it. Like, I know I did that one time or another. You know? Candy can't hype this video. Candy Cane. Hype this video for me. Yeah, I'm a real person, man. I tell people in the house to hype the video. Why not? Why not? You can hype this video. I love my Google because it gets logged out all the time. It gets logged out all the time. And I am so happy to be logged out because this is what I'm on right now. You know what I mean?
One of Jeffrey Epstein's prison guards apparently searched the convicted sex offender's name on Google just minutes before Epstein was found dead in 2019.
A report from the New York Post says the guard is a woman named Tova Knoll, who worked at the Metropolitan Correctional Center where Epstein was being held prisoner. The Post article says Knoll Googled latest on Epstein in jail at 5:42 a.m., again at 5:52 a.m., less than 40 minutes before her colleague, correctional officer Michael Thomas, found the disgraced financier dead in his cell by hanging at 6:30 a.m., according to an FBI record of Knoll's internet search history that night. Now, in a sworn statement to the DOJ in 2021, Knoll said she had no recollection of Googling Epstein, and she suggested the FBI records were inaccurate. Knoll and Officer Michael Thomas were both charged with falsifying records, indicating they had performed required checks on Epstein every 30 minutes. Footage obtained by prosecutors showed instead they went 8 hours without checking on Epstein at all until after he was dead. The charges against the two were later dropped. They reached a plea deal.
Another file from the DOJ shows that Knoll's bank account was flagged in a suspicious activity report to the FBI. The bank says there were 12 deposits beginning in April 2018, culminating with the largest deposit for $5,000 in July 2019. That was less than 2 weeks before Epstein's death. As you might expect, these revelations went viral on social media. Congressman Ted Lieu, writing on X, quote, "The number of troubling coincidences keeps piling up regarding the death of Jeffrey Epstein. The investigation into Epstein's death must be reopened and conducted."
Yo, hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, push this video to the algorithm.
By an independent entity instead of by people who work under a giant banner of Trump's face.
But others were more skeptical, like journalist and radio host John Ziegler, who wrote, "This is somewhat consistent with the theory that guards let Epstein kill himself, though hardly proof. But like every bombshell in this case, it actually works against the conspiracy theory, because if guards let him kill himself, he was not murdered and everything falls apart." So I don't find the Googling him all that necessarily suspicious, or what was that supposed to indicate exactly? You could be a prison guard and have interest in a high security prisoner and Google who is this prisoner. That seems not nefarious.
And the search terms were something like latest on Epstein in jail, which
right.
you know, if
it's
you're
not like how to cover up hanging death or something.
right. Or to get away with hanging a prisoner and make it seem like he killed himself.
Right. Now, the payments, though, they were flagged as suspicious. That means they're suspicious. They're generally things are flagged as suspicious when they're suspicious. That does, frankly, strike me a little bit. But again, what that tips me toward, because they were, like, I think it was $5,000 or something. It was not
that was the big sum, the biggest individual.
That's enough to cover up a murder? I think that's enough to let him commit suicide. I think, again, to go down the rabbit hole of it, that would lead me to believe that they were maybe neglectful on purpose so that he would have time to off himself, so that he arranged that or a friend would arrange that. That would not be someone out to kill him. That would be him wanting... I mean, which we have to understand. There is ample reason he would kill himself in these circumstances. He's facing... Now he's going back to... He's being charged again with extremely, like, you go to prison for the rest of your life. He got lucky once. He's not getting lucky again. People kill themselves under these circumstances in prison all the time. People kill themselves in prison. People facing underage sex charges kill themselves a lot because prison is not a fun place for them. Also, the prison guards just being neglectful is the typical state of a prison. Like, these people are not paid a lot of money. They're not super professionally trained. They're supposed to check on them every 30 minutes. It was in the middle of the night. Instead, they were sitting around doing nothing. Is not a circumstance that needs additional explanation, frankly. It is the way prisons are. But you're saying they also got paid to look the other way? That's not that crazy to me, but that speaks to, again, that would make me think they're in on the suicide, not that some external force was trying to kill him to prevent him from speaking. I would think that would take more money.
So
that's my theory.
Yeah, I mean, I think we do need to be clear at the start that this guard and her colleagues all deny any kind of wrongdoing at all. And so what is happening here is a lot of speculation based on some facts that I would say invite further scrutiny, but obviously aren't dispositive, and you're not claiming they're dispositive either of anything one way or another. Now, I am curious. I think it was the New York Post report noted that the woman whom we're referring to was driving something like $60,000 vehicle at the time while employed as a prison guard.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, maybe she has some other clearly she has some other sources of income, otherwise those cash deposits would...
Yes. We back in the building with another podcast blog, and this is Raw Dope Podcast, aka RDP. I call it RDP because I know when we go to a certain level, we can't say Raw Dope, I guess. But I am. Raw Dope Podcast. We back with another vlog. We got Jeffrey Epstein on the chopping block. If you just tapped in and you was listening, that's a little recording for what's going on with Jeffrey Epstein. The correctional officers is under scrutiny, under investigate. Well, they got convicted a while ago of it, but they trying to basically say that the guards having something to do, and they trying to kind of say that the guards didn't kill him, but they agreed to turn the cheek to him committing suicide. That's what they saying. They saying guards got paid, got looked out for, but they saying if they would have killed them and somebody wanted them dead, they saying the bounty would have been a lot bigger. But let's get back into it. Please hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. If you can't do anything for me, hype the video, like the video, and listen, man, go check my background out and get to know me. And maybe you'll become a subscriber.
Wouldn't have been made. But, you know, I think that it is certainly valid to say, that's interesting. I am not imputing any kind of guilt to her at all. Like you, the Google search, to me, that's getting a bit into the conspiracy rabbit hole. Like, why? Admittedly...
I mean, a more indicative Google search would mean something, right? There was that one... Yeah,
and they trying to say that the correctional officer,
or something where,
you know, before Jeffrey Epstein got on the tier, they trying to say the correctional officer Googled him also.
There are Google search terms for how to dispose, that makes you go, okay.
And I've watched enough true crime TV, right? I've seen people, getting undone by search histories that are literally like, how do you dispose of a body kind of thing, right? So this isn't anything along those lines. But it's interesting. I thought, given that you are, I think, rather skeptical at times of the whole Epstein matter, I was expecting you to be much more... have fewer questions about this, or say, oh, it's all
well, no, I mean, the circumstances of his death are never... I was always for investigating that more fully, and there are some... There are things that seem odd if you don't know anything about how prisons work, if you don't know anything about how neglectful and like the cameras are never... They're like, oh, but the cameras are working. The cameras are never working. Like the escalator on the metro is never working. Things that the government runs fall apart and don't get fixed. Like that's the normal state of public works. So none of that is by itself suspicious, but it can certainly be investigated further. And again, that why would he kill himself is not a question that... It's a question that has an Occam Razor's answer. That people kill themselves under these circumstances all the time. But... yes, we can look into it more, and I find the payments suspicious. I find the financial, that's a tangible thing. That's a fact.
Sure.
So much of this is based on insinuation and theory and, well, what if, and who knows, and what if there's more information being hidden from us. Suspicious payments are a fact. That's a record. That's a transaction. You can't make money out of nowhere. That's a piece of actual evidence that something could be awry. So that should be looked into, honestly.
Yeah, no, I mean, I wouldn't dispute that. The other thing that I was reminded of in reading up about...
My whole thing is, who really cares? Like, who really cares about if, Jeffrey hung himself, people conspired to do it? Y'all say he the creep of the earth. I don't know why this Epstein situation getting so much scrutiny. It's taking off the people that was in the files. Now they go back to convicted correctional officers that pleaded guilty and just enabling it to the death. But I want to see what Law and Crime had to say about that. My personal opinion is that Jeffrey Epstein, I believe, killed himself. Honestly, my opinion, for just being a content creator, covering different stories. My opinion, the boy killed himself. And the situation that he was in, that was probably the best thing for him, you know what I mean, in his world and his way of thinking. He wasn't going to be man enough to face all those allegations and all the people that he did greasy things to. So he just, wanted to end it. He didn't want nobody to get in the way of it, Jack. And maybe them correctional officers helped him. Maybe they didn't, bro, but... some people don't believe that he did. Some people say that he did. I don't know. But, it's getting a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to know. I really want to know.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it.
Acquiring minds want to know. RDP want to know. I want to know, y'all. Don't y'all want to know? Y'all want to know what's really going on. So, I want to see what Law and Crime. Let me see what they got to say about this. These Epstein files. Real shit. These Epstein files. What the hell are you on? What the hell are you on? It's not playing. I don't understand why it's not playing. It's a lot of people with the Epstein files, but it's like y'all creeps been knowing, people been knowing that, this guy was a creep and he was extorting billionaires. Everybody know that. He was just doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Like, Epstein did too much and he gave up, bro. He wasn't ready to face all that cruelty and nasty shit he was doing, bro. He wasn't ready to face that no more, Jack. He just said, I'm going to off myself. He just said, I'm going to off myself. And I was always taught to face your consequences like a man. That's what I was always taught. I was always taught to face your consequences and face your fear. You know what I mean? What? Man, this can't be good for you. What? Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. Something on my Google. Something on my computer. The computer froze up. What the hell? Yeah. Here we go.
Guess that one of the correctional officers who was supposed to be watching the sex offender was Googling him right before his body was found in a jail cell, his dead body. And apparently, there are some financial deposits that have come under scrutiny too. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, real quick, by the way, we're a quarter through 2026. Are we really? That's pretty crazy to think about. And it feels like each passing day, AI is getting more efficient at our jobs, right? So the question is this: are you going to watch this shift happen? Are you going to learn points of contention, maybe the most disagreed points about Jeffrey Epstein? Something that people out there have a lot of disagreement about seems to be regarding his death. Because no matter the official conclusions from authorities, there are those who still have a ton of questions about how he died in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City on August 10, 2019, as he was awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges. Because there is a theory that he didn't die from his own hand. There is a theory that he was actually murdered. Goes to the idea that he knew too much, he was a liability. Although, to be clear, there's no concrete evidence or proof to support that. However, a lot of weird things. That's why there's so much debate and questions. I mean, right now, we have something that we want to talk about that came out from the newly released Jeffrey Epstein files that will probably add more fuel to this discussion. Because it turns out one of Epstein's guards allegedly Googled him right before his dead body was found. And there's also what's being characterized as these kind of like weird money transfers days before his death too. It's eerie, right? So I want to explain this. At one point in time, obviously there was a full investigation into Epstein's death. And one of the things that happened was that after he died, there was a forensic examination conducted on the desktop computers that were apparently used by the correctional officers that were supposed to be watching him, Tova Noel and Michael Thomas. They were assigned to Epstein's unit. Now, by the way, they were both arrested and charged in connection with allegedly falsifying reports to make it look like they properly made the rounds the night before Epstein's death. Those charges were dropped. They were ultimately fired. But this, again, raised a lot of questions. Now, I'll talk about the conclusion, what we should make of that in a minute. But before I even get into the Google searches, which is the focus of today's topic, something else about Tova Noel. It's coming out more in the documents in the Epstein Files library, released as part of the Epstein Files Transparency Act. There was a strange note from an apparent inmate at the MCC. Now, this is based on reporting from the Miami Herald, but we have the actual note, too, from the files. So apparently an inmate at the MCC spoke with the FBI, and there is a 5-page handwritten note of an interview with this inmate who claims that on the morning of August 10, 2019, he hears officers shouting at 6:30 a.m., so again, that's the reported time when Epstein's body was found, "Breathe, breathe," he recalled officers shouting. And then he allegedly hears an officer say, and this is what you can read from the handwritten note, this is the best way that it's deciphered, "Dudes, you killed that dude." And then he claims that a female guard replied, "If he's dead, we're going to cover it up, and he's going to have an alibi, my officers." And then he claims that inmates later on made the accusation, quote, "Miss Noel killed Jeffrey." All right, to be clear, There is no corroborating evidence to back this up, and the DOJ's investigation concluded, quote, none of the inmates who were interviewed had any credible information suggesting Epstein's cause of death was something other than suicide. This is from one of the reports. But I want to go back to the Google searches, okay? So now we keep that in mind. There's been a lot of attention focused on Tova Noel. So this is being reported now, and I actually went and found the documents. You have one document in the Epstein Files library that says, timeline analysis of desktop property, user Tova Noel. 8/10/2019, 5:52:29, so again, close to 6 in the morning. User searches Google for, quote, latest on Epstein in jail. Remember, 6:30 is the time that his body was found, around that time.
This event is going to teach you how you can get started investing in real estate.
What y'all think, y'all? And when y'all tap into this, what y'all think? Y'all think that Epstein was murdered? He killed himself, or is he still alive? What do you think? I don't know.
For as little as a few $100 using.
I don't know. I just know that found dead in your cell is horrifying. You know what I mean? That gotta be tough on a man, yo. Like, he tripping. He tripping. He tripping. Oh, I don't mean to pause. I mean to do that and do that. But I'm not gonna stay stuck on this weirdo for long. But I just want to hear it, bro. Like I like journalists sometimes. I like to get into my journalist bag sometimes, y'all. I'm sorry, I really do, bro. I really like to get into my journalist bag here and there. And sometimes it's a cool thing, you know what I mean? You get into that journalist bag. You feel me? I'm definitely getting into my journalist bag. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with being in your journalist bag, bro. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being in your journalist bag. You can get in your journalist bag. And I gotta start making my screen wider too. So it won't just look like we just recorded it. Look more, you know what I mean? Plus they got that where you can turn it sideways too. Or here. They got damn these commercials of bananas. All right, let's get back into it, y'all.
User navigates an IE to this CNBC article, and it says, documents released about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. 8/10/2019, 5:46:06. User navigates an IE to, and there's another article that's about Jeffrey Epstein repeatedly refused to answer questions about allegations he orchestrated sex trafficking ring. There's also another document in this files released. It's titled Forensic Notes, LITS, Leonard Forensics Request for Examination of 2 Desktops from Bureau of Prisons. And then you go to page 23, and highlighted in yellow is the Google search for latest on Epstein in jail on 8/10/2019, 5:42:56.
So basically, they saying the correctional officer
5:52:29. So
they say he's saying that the correctional officer was Googling Jeffrey Epstein before he died.
This is documentation that Tova Noel seemingly was researching Epstein less than, 40 minutes before her colleague Thomas would end up finding Epstein's dead body in his cell. You could see why this is weird, right? You could see why people would probably say, this seems like a strange coincidence. Well, Tova Noel was actually interviewed about this. So this is also in the files. We have another document. It is titled Digitally Recorded Sworn Statement of Tova Noel, and this is the Office of the Inspector General, the Department of Justice Office of the Inspector General, June 21st, 2021. And in this interview, Noel is asked questions by who appears to be a special agent with the Inspector General's New York field office.
Like this video, hype
Here
this
is
video,
part of
push
that
this video
exchange.
onto the algorithm,
So the
y'all.
questions asked of Noel, you said you were on the internet. Are you authorized to use the internet when you're in the SHU, that's the Special Housing Unit? Noel responds, I don't know if I'm authorized to use the internet in the SHU, but I did. I don't know if I'm authorized. All right, and did you conduct internet queries when you were assigned to the SHU on August 10th, 2019? Noel responds, what do you mean, like internet searches? Did you like Google things or look things up when you were in there? Noel responds, yeah. Do you remember conducting any internet queries related to Epstein? No, I don't remember doing that. So you don't remember actually conducting queries on Epstein around 4 or 5 a.m.? On August 10th? No? Okay. Does that surprise you for me to ask that question? Noel responds, if I don't remember doing that? I don't know. Had you queried him before? Had you looked up Epstein previously? Noel reportedly responds, I don't recall looking him up. No? No, because when you open the computer and when you click on it, like he's there in the Google search, like he's there. Epstein is? Like when you click on the browser, you know, like if you open it, Emerson or Google, like how it has that little news piece, like one time he was there. And was that on August 10th? No, I don't recall that being on August 10th. I don't remember, but I don't recall it being on August 10th. The conversation continues. Do you remember reviewing news articles on Epstein? Noel responds, yeah. And then the question is, on August 10th? On August 10th, I don't recall if it was August 10th, but I remember when I saw it, I scrolled and read it. Okay, and what was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of that? Yep, because he's in there. I just scrolled and there's a crosstalk where the agent seems to say, sure, so you're trying to learn about the inmate that was, okay. And then Noel responds at one point, because remember, I was asked, do I know who that was? And I was like, no. And it was he's always in the news. So when I saw it, I just briefly skimmed to see what he was in the news for. And there's crosstalk. Okay. And do you recall at 5:42 to 5:52 on August 10th, 2019, looking at articles related to Epstein? Noel seemingly responds, no. You do not recall that? No. Do you remember searching for him? No. Or having anything to do with when you're on the internet? No. Does it surprise you to hear that, internet searches would show that's what you were doing from 5:42:24 to 5:52 a.m. on August 10th, 2019? Yeah. Now, she was also asked point blank if she had anything to do with Epstein's death. I mean, that's the elephant in the room, right? That's what we're talking about. Did you have any part in Epstein's death? No. Prior to Epstein dying, did you have any communications, verbal, electronic, handwritten, or otherwise, with anyone, BOP staff members or otherwise, about the safety and well-being of Epstein? No.
That shit serious. They got her. But she beat that shit and got fired, so I don't know if new charges gonna be brought up. You know how it go. When you black, it's actually a black guard. They gonna frame. One thing about it, boy, they gonna put black people in it some type of way, boy. Some type of way they gonna swing them to getting into it.
Money, which has come out more in the records released, and a lot of different outlets are reporting about this, but primarily the New York Post. So the New York Post is reporting that Noel's bank, Chase Bank, had apparently flagged these cash deposits in her account, and it was in this suspicious activity report that was sent to the FBI in November of 2019. Now, there was reportedly a series of deposits, but the largest was for $5,000 on July 30th, 2019. So what's that, a week before Epstein died? And just to amplify that a bit, the Miami Herald reported that the files show she received thousands of dollars in cash and Zelle payments in the months leading up to Epstein's death. Now, I haven't seen an official explanation for those payments or where they're coming from or the purpose, although I will tell you that it has been reported that when you look at Noel's financial records, it may indicate she was paying off a new Range Rover. Okay. Now, one other reason that this becomes interesting or notable is because Epstein's former cellmate apparently told prison authorities that he told Epstein that he should pay off the inmates and the guards to protect him while he's locked away. And according to the Miami Herald, their sources told them that the deceased financier did make protection payments. Now, to be clear, neither Thomas nor Noel ever faced homicide charges in connection with Epstein's death. In fact, no one has. The investigation revealed that they were just allegedly negligent in their duties, with Thomas and Noel apparently surfing.
So basically, like in my opinion, who cares? Like if you commit a certain crime, nobody cares about you. Like they probably did get some money for watching Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know, but it sounds fishy to me. You know what I mean? I'm a logic person. It sounds fishy to me. So what's new to me on YouTube is my type of bullshit. Wayno versus my man Oschino. Now, I gotta tell y'all this. The reason why I'm a crazy I'm a crazy hip-hop fan. But in 2004, I got shot, right? And my man, he brought me a CD up there, something to listen to and shit. And I listened to an artist by the name of Oschino from State Property, Philadelphia. And I swear, man, I'm going to be so honest with y'all. When I listened to Oschino back then, I felt every bar. I thought that, yo, everybody was looking at Beanie Siegel, Freeway, Petey Crack, and the Young Guns. I felt like Emilio and Sparks were overlooked. You know what I mean? Especially Oschino. Oschino nice as a motherfucker, yo. And, you know, I don't know Oschino personally. I don't. I do not know Oschino personally. But if I ever get a chance to meet him, and I might just drop a thug to you and tell him, like, bro, I listened to Been Down Too Long at least 3, 4. At least 3, 4. Yo, bro, I'm going to be honest, yo. I listened to at least 2,000 times. I just had it on repeat at every bar. When Oschino open in hospitals, got stab wounds, bullet wounds, abrasion, multiple confusion, the boy not losing. Like, yo, every bar on that State Property 2, every song on State Property 2 that Oschino got on, he murdered it. He murdered it. And I heard every drop of ink on that paper. You know, I heard every speck of spit, you know, that went on the mic in the studio, in the booth. I felt them, bro. I felt Oschino really, really, really hard in my chest. So, years went by, new artists were created, and I fell out the loop with Oschino. But, you know, over the last few years, I've been seeing him popping up on interviews doing, you know what I mean, doing shit. I've been checking out his music, still hard as shit, real nigga shit. Rest in peace to his son, may he rest in Jenna. You know what I mean? Free his other son. You know, I know they go through shit, but when Oschino start making content, I listen. Because when you fuck with an artist and they start doing other shit, you check the other shit they doing now, I listen. And me personally, just my personal opinion, the bro don't be faking, bro. Bro don't be capping. Bro don't be faking. Bro be standing on 10 toes. That's just my belief. That's just my opinion. Cause, you know, like just back then from his music to his interviews to him getting booked, you know what I mean, while they was at the hype of all that shit, bro, played a major part and made me be like, yo, I fuck with Oschino, yo. He different, bro. He different, bro. Remind me, you know what I mean? Remind me you're just a regular another nigga. People used to tell me that I'm just another nigga living life on these cold streets. And I don't want to be. Man, that nigga Oschino, bro, that State Property too. He held it down, bro. So he's running it. He ran into it with one of my favorite journalists too. Shout out to Wayno. Wayno was at the YouTube Avenue event. Wayno ain't do no sucker shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, Wayno ain't wasn't acting like a sucker. Wayno wasn't doing no sucker shit. You know what I mean? I fuck with Wayno. Wayno laid back nigga to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know them personally. I never met Oschino, but I met Wayno. So I'm watching them food on the internet, and I must say, you know what I mean? It's different. And it started with the devil himself. I'm thinking it started
Excuse me, sir,
pretty
how
much.
old were you when you made your first million? What is
with,
this for?
With Vlad TV. Wayno went on Vlad TV, and he got the talking and on his platform, man, Vlad. And let's have it.
Well, Oschino is now a regular on Vlad TV. and you were around him during the Rockefeller days.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on the new Oschino?
So it's very interesting. So I did a video on my channel about I can't imagine what he's going through mentally, emotionally, spiritually, losing his son. He said publicly he's questioned everything, and for that I feel for him. But again, like I said, he been crashing out weekly, specifically always on state property. You know what I'm saying? It's the same people. State property, Charlie Mack, Meek, Garcia. I remember he kept talking about Garcia, which salute to Garcia. And when I did the video, he called me. I can't tell you the last time I spoke to O. He called me and he was flipping on me, right? Like, why you ain't call me? Like, cause I was just critical of the new Oschino. I had never seen something like this. You know what I'm saying? So we had a good conversation, and then when he told me, yo, like, you rather me be chasing down these people that I'm beefing with in the street, or just talking about them making myself some money? I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. But I love O, man. That's my guy, but he's a lunatic. He'll tell you himself, like, bona fide, certified lunatic, bro. Like, you would say, what's up with, like, what's really up with this dude? That's why what's crazy about O is, like, when he talked about me on his channel, he said, yo, Wayno can never say anything to make me hate him because I love him too much. But it takes a special person to be able to love a person like that. You feel me? Because O is, he's something to deal with, man. That's my boy, though. I love O forever. He's something to deal with, though, for sure.
I've never had a negative experience with Oschino, ever. But I think on the flip side, I think I was one of the early people that really kind of saw the potential in his own kind of podcasting presence and so forth, and kind of kept putting on my show over and over again, to the point where now he's kind of figured it out on his own, and now he's running with it, because he's always like, call me and just thank me just out of the blue. And I'm like, man, my pleasure. My pleasure. And I've seen him kind of just turn up to the point where he's beefing with, like, everyone in Philly.
Yeah, he beefing with everybody.
Restaurant owners.
Yeah.
Random people, right?
Cooking everybody toast. Ain't nobody toast like that he can't cook, man. But, it's crazy, because when he was at Rockefeller, I felt like his skill set, he had one of the more promising careers, but he stayed in a lot of trouble. Like, bro, he was in, fighting murders and in a halfway house, and, then doing all types of crazy stuff. It's hard for artists to understand from the perspective of the executive. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You feel me? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? I remember one time, like, we had a meeting, and he was telling Dame, like, he still got to rob people and shit. And Dame was like, I don't give a fuck. Dame said, I don't give a fuck that you rob people. He like, you think I signed you for that? Yeah, I ain't signed you for that. I signed you to make records. He like, I don't care, but that you got to rob people. What you telling me for? Tell him. And he pointed to me, like, tell him that shit. It was funny, man. But, I mean, maybe his gift is his gift of gab, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he's a piece of work. That's my brother, but he's a piece of work.
So, Oschino feel like this.
I called him. He's screaming and hollering. He gonna tell me, let's have a conversation with. I said, what?
My man,
you ever wonder why you see all these Montana plates on the road?
I'm not even gonna lie though, yo, like, because I fuck with don't be, I know old stand up nigga, bro. I don't know older. I don't go way back, but I just like old content and music, man.
So, Wayno come out of nowhere talking trash about me on the podcast he has in Atlanta somewhere.
Yes, he did call me. Like I said, he calls me immediately. He's on 10.
That's what men do. Your little brother say something about you, call him. Well, I'm saying that. I understand. Boom, let that slide. He goes to Vlad TV last week, talks about me. Sounds, Oschino sitting in front of Dame, he gonna rob.
We had a meeting, and he was telling Dame, like, he still got to rob people. And
100% lie. 100% lie. Matter of fact, when I got signed to Rockefeller, he wasn't even there. He wasn't even there yet, right? Make a long story short, not even that. Wayno was an intern for Chris and Neef. He would come to Philly, have nowhere to stay at because Chris and Neef be doing their thing. I said, bro, what's up? You gotta come stay at my crib. Come stay at my crib. We got tight. I make sure he cool. I said, bro, you can't ride in the car with me because I might have beef with people. I might get smoked. I don't want you to be in the car with me. I told your mom you're going to be safe. I think I'm being a big brother, right? I come home one day, he on my couch with his socks off. No, mind you, I walk around the crib with my socks on. I'm not African. I'm not Puerto Rican. I don't wear John Clip. I don't wear my feet out. I don't. He got his feet on my couch cushions on my couch, the pillows on my couch. 3 o'clock in the morning, me and Wiz coming there. So I was young. You know what I mean? I did something dumb. I busted 357 over his head 3 times, make him wake up playing around. That's how I used to play back then. I was on some other stuff back then, right? He rolled over on the floor. Oh, why you do that? Why you do that? Make a long story short, but I made sure he was safe. All this, whenever he told me, I made sure he was safe. Looked out for him, right? But ever since out of nowhere, he been hating on me. Like, really bona fide hating on me. When he made the first video about me, I said, well, why you saying that? Like, well, I don't understand. You come out the blue sky, you didn't call me or nothing. My son passed away. You ain't saying nothing about me. You know my son. You've been around my son. Then he said, shout to Garcia, shout to Meek. I said, Wayno, how you know Meek? I made him through you. So if you met him through me, why? Then let's talk about Dave East. Let's fast forward to Thursday. Thursday, I called him and said, why you on Vlad TV talking about me? Even Vlad said, I never had a bad.
I've never had a negative experience with Oschino. Ever.
Ever. I gotta admit that, right? He's like, no, Oschino hurt your love. How I'm hurt your love when I never asked you for a dime and you was staying in my crib? So let me tell you what I told the Wayno today. I talked to Wayno today, because I call you first. See, I'm not the boy to be sneaking around talking about you behind your back. I call you first. I called Wayno. I said, Wayno, why you talking? Why you keep talking about me, bro? Why you keep hating on me? Wait. I'm tough. Bro, let's talk about what you talking about Dave East, bro. You said Dave East owe you $109,000, right? He's his manager. I didn't hear you make one video about Dave East at all. You know why? I think you're scared to talk about Dave East because he's from Harlem. You from Harlem, you got to go back home. So it's easy. I'm a punching bag. I'm easy to talk about. You said Dave East was dead broke, robbed some girl for $30,000, right? And on top of that, he said, oh, listen, this Wayno told me this Thursday. Because I called him about the Vlad stuff. I called him like, bro, what's up with you, whatever. I called him, I said, Wayno. He said, oh, Dave East didn't have no money. He didn't have a dime. So he asked me, can I suspend my manager fees so he get back on his feet? And he just never paid me, and he cut me off. I said, well, why he cut you off? Because, he had all these friends around him. They wasn't making him hold him accountable for what he was doing. This, that, and the third. Gossiping, because that's what he do. You gotta understand this, bro. A person that's an A&R can't rap, usually. Wayno can't write a rap to save his life. So if I'm to talk about who can rap and who can't, for me, it's like, who is you? And now, because he did a little couple things for people, think he's somebody bigger than he is. Bonafide hater. Bonafide. He don't even know he a hater. I'm 50. So listen. So I called him about the Vlad thing. I still was cool. Like, this is my little bro. I love him. Letting it go. The soon as I hung up with him the same day, he got a streaming service about judging people's songs. Somebody sent him a song that I'm supposed to get on. I'm supposed to get on. I'm not even on it. You let Oschino get on there? He's 50 years old. He beef with the whole world. What?
Oschino almost 50 years old. He beefing with everybody on the planet.
Imagine being able to...
It is some hating ass shit, Wayno. I fuck with you, Wayno, but if Oschino about to do a song with a nigga, why would you tell him he beefing with everybody on the planet? And, Oschino not, I don't know what he got going on in the streets, but far as this internet shit, he not beefing, bro. The internet, we can't beef, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't really beef, bro. Like, this is the fucking internet, bro. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? It's not that serious. It's no different than Source and, the DVDs having the write-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like I said again, I'm a fan of Oschino and I fuck with Wayno. One thing about me, I'm not going to be no in-between fake type nigga. I'm going to tell a nigga how I feel, nigga. I don't pick sides. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know neither one of them, but I could relate more to Oschino, period, than Wayno because I'm a street guy. But when it comes to the industry and just seeing moves being made, I seen Wayno make a lot of moves that I would like to, make better moves and make moves of that sort, with my content and with these different companies. So, you know what I mean? And Everyday Struggle, that was my shit. So.
You gonna put him on a song? You know what, man?
Talk to me in my face, DN, hating on Dave East, the whole conversation. They come to me and talk about me on the joint. I didn't even see it. My man said, oh, you see what Dave Wayno said about you? said, you lying. I just talked to Wayno on Thursday. He saw me too. I said, I couldn't believe it. But instead of me getting on here at first, I called him. He's screaming and hollering. He gonna tell me, it's not a conversation with. I said, Wayno, bro, you keep saying
Level O on 26 in Ellsworth. I will not dispute that. I even said that before.
I said, all right, Wayno, or say you didn't live with me. How many nights did you spend the night at my house? I don't know. But mind you, he light-skinned. I don't like light-skinned feet on my couches or my pillows on my couch. I don't care what you got now. You know, people get money now, they forget where they came from. I mean, you wasn't homeless, of course you wasn't. You had your mom lived in the projects, the high-rise of the projects in Harlem. Yeah. If you were so comfortable in your house where you lived at, you would never been in Philly sleeping on people's couches, right? Now, I moved to, mind you, after that I moved to somewhere else by Lincoln Drive, a high-rise. He there. He even said out his own mouth. Oh, left a duffel bag of money in there and told me.
I go to this duffel bag. And when I go to this duffel bag, I open it up. And in this duffel bag, it's hundreds of $100 bills. Like I'm talking about, the bag is full of $100 bills. I call him. I say, oh, you know that you left this money? He like, yeah, I left the money in there. Take whatever you want.
Take whatever I want. I can take whatever I want. Right? I did that. Me. Wayno, there's money in the bag. Get whatever you want. Yeah. Wayno, did you ever give me 10 cents? Never, right? I moved to Fort Lee, New Jersey, $3,600 a month. It's right across the bridge from her.
He calls me and he says, yo, I got this apartment in Fort Lee. I'm not going to be there like that. Do you want it? I'm like, hell yeah. I don't have a car. I don't even have a driver's license at this time. But I'm like, yeah, I want the apartment. He like, because I don't be there like that. I be back and forth between Philly. You know what I mean? So you can stay there all the time. You want to come live with me? I got a bedroom for you, everything. I go to the crib. You know what I'm saying? I go to the crib. It's a really, really nice crib. Big ass building. All of that. Nice amenities. Everything, right?
I said, bro, you can stay in this room. Of course, I got booked when I moved out. I was there for like 2 months. I got booked. Yeah. But I said, Wayno, I asked him today. I said, Wayno, did I tell you can live with me in Fort Lee? 22 bedrooms. You can live there? You know what he told me? Look how much of a hater he is. He said, that's a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I ain't got shit on that.
I said, bro, did I tell you could live with me or not? Yes or no? He said, it's a rhetorical question. I said, did you stay there? The days that, did you ever stay there? I did it one weekend. Bro, did I tell you that was your room you could live there? You couldn't even say yeah. So what it is, so what happens is he showed me who he was. I kept on like, that's my little bro. You're not my little bro no more. I hate you for life. We're not nothing. You're a bona fide hater. Mind you, Wayno, you never did nothing, bro. You talked about people for a living. So how you got nerve to talk about me talking about people? Well, that's why you never rap, play ball. You talked about people for a living. You're a fucking hater. That's it. So I'm tired of these boys acting like they somebody. There's some of these people that talk on this podcast. I can do the same thing, but I can talk about the stuff I really did in real life, right? You slept on my couch. I never slept on your couch ever. Never stood the night with you ever. When my son passed away, you ain't say nothing to me ever. You talking about some big up Garcia. Do you ever sleep on Garcia's couch? You ever sleep on Meek Mill's couch? No. On my couch, nigga. Talking about, bro. If you from Harlem and New York and all that, why would you come to Philly sleep on my couch in Philly? Because you don't have nowhere else to go, nothing to do. Did I ever give you money? Yes. You ever give me 10 cents? No. So when Vlad asked about me to you, you should have said, man, oh man, he looked out for me, but I ain't had nothing. Bonafide, nothing. But instead, you talk about all my, then you lied. Oschino said, you told Dame he robbed people. Right time was there. Bro, I ain't never, bro, when I got, bro, last time I robbed somebody, bro, I wasn't signed at all. It was a pizza store. So I know, yes, you were lying.
Yeah,
You just went on Vlad TV and lied. They gonna say, it's hard for me to love me. It's hard to love you. Because you're a hater. I don't gotta sleep on your couch. I don't need nothing from you ever in life. Me not speaking to you ever again in life doesn't change my life at all. Because at the end of the day, I know if somebody came to you with a business for me, you would have turned it down and say, don't mess with him. He 50 years old. When I ain't even 50.
Oschino almost 50 years old. He beefing with everybody on the planet.
That's fucked up.
And you gonna put him?
I ain't gonna lie. That was man to man. That was some hating ass shit. I can't even sit here and fake on you. That was some hating ass shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That was some hating ass shit right there. Oschino almost 50 years old. Shit, there's a lot of niggas almost 50 years old. Like, would you have said that about Jim? Would you have said that about, 50? You know what I mean? Like, would you have said that about, like, 50 years old? 50 beefing with everybody on the planet. Would you just told that artists don't get on the track with 50? And like I said, I'm not Yak beefing with Wayno at all. But I'm just saying, would you have just said the same thing about 50? 50 beefing with everybody. No, you wouldn't have said that because you'd have been like, shit, that's an opportunity for you. 50, you know what I mean? You kind of like looking down on the brother. And I don't really feel that. Let's go.
I just talked to you. Wayno, you are a bona fide hater. Period. You mad the fact that you had to sleep in my house and be with me. I never said you was homeless, never said you was a bum. I said I opened my doors to you. Open my doors, that's what I heard. I opened my doors to you. I told Wayno, I said, Wayno, you can't ride in the car. I had the 2-seaters at the time. You know, I'm beefing with people, they might spray my joint. I might get smoked. I don't want you with me. I told your mom I'm gonna keep you safe. Name something you did for me, Wayno. Name one thing you did for me. You cannot. All you ever did to me was hate. When I saw you make that first video about me, I'm like, what the hell? I called you, bro. Why you make that video? No, old guy said, bro, you don't even know. He keeps saying the same thing about this, bro. To me, I hate that I ever met you. I hate that I ever knew you. I wish I never did. I wish you didn't know me. I wish I never put my feelings into you. I wish I never helped you. I wish all that stuff because it was for no reason. Because all I got out of this whole relationship was hate. Hate and snake. So, you can easily talk about me. Do I owe you money? No. You would think a person like Wayno, if Dave East owe you $100,000, you would be talking about him. But you're scared to talk about him because he's from Harlem. You got to go back to Harlem. You can't hide in Atlanta forever. Or maybe you can. Maybe you can hide in Atlanta forever. But Dave East, you owe Dave East money? Dave East owe you money? Don't you think you'd be talking about him? I don't owe you nothing. If anything, you owe me something, but I would never say you owe me nothing because I did out the kindness in my heart. Right? Dave East owe me $100,000. He had no money. He robbed from girl for $30,000 and all this. Bro, say a video about that instead of talking about me. Would that make more sense? Bro, he owe you $100,000. He got a podcast. He's popping. You get more views doing that, but you scared. You got pics because you're a chump and a coward. And you're not my brother no more. I don't care about how you feel. Nothing. We don't have to ever talk again in life till we die. In the next world, we don't got to talk even then. Because I'm done with all cowards and suckers and snakes. You just mad because you needed me and I didn't need you. So you can get money. You can have a $10 million now. I don't care if your wife see this. Was your wife there when you had your toes on my pillows on my couch? I hate light skin toes on my pillows. I'm like, I can't. I threw the pillow away. You're wiggling your toes on my couch. I come in the house, you snoring on my couch. You know what I'm saying? And you sit here act like I ain't never do nothing for you, and I'm this guy hard to love and all this. What you ever do for anybody? Nothing. I'm so appalled I ever knew you, bro. I swear to God on my life. Then you talking tough on the phone. I've been through more stuff than you. Bro, you ain't been through nothing. Just because you've been in prison don't make you tough. I didn't say I was tough. What the prison do teach you is morals, a hierarchy, and understanding what life is about. When somebody do something for you, you do something back for them, or you have respect for them, and you do not have respect for me. You don't know if that person was with that song you trying to do. Oh, he's 50 years, 1,000. But they had to say all that. You said, I don't have a good idea on it. And you just talked to me Thursday, act like it was cool.
That's fucked up, Wayno.
Dave East this, Dave East that. I'm not going to say everything you said about Dave East, but you said Dave East is basically a chump. He's not from the streets. He's not from this, he's not from that. He's scared of you and all this type of stuff like that, bro. Bro, let's keep it real, bro. But at the end of the day, this is a public service announcement saying me and Wayno is no longer in anything. I hope you hate. My thing is this. Now you hate on me, it makes sense. It makes sense now. I respect it. Now hate on me now. But my love is withdrawn. I'm done with you.
Okay, Oschino.
You did 3 things in a row. You hate on me after I talked to you Thursday? God, good Lord, you're a hater. And the fact that in your head, you think you're not a hater. You think you're not he's 50 years old. You said I'm not even 50. That means you're a bona fide hater. You was a bum, bro. You was a bona fide bum. You didn't have a penny to your name. You know A&R is A&R. Wait, how many times I gave you money, bro? You probably can't even count. How many times you gave me money, Wayno? None. Nice. Even when I came home penniless, I'll never ask you for nothing. I never asked to be on your show. I never asked to do nothing for you. Right? You're disrespectful. You're a snake. And guess what? Karma is real. And guess what? I still don't hope nothing bad happens to you because I'm that kind of dude. I'm gonna get my money no matter what. A chump like you would never stop me from doing what I gotta do. Just stop. Let me tell you what I think it was. He keeps talking about I was so young. I was young too. You're not that much younger than me, bro. I just was getting to it. You never seen nobody getting to it like I was getting to it at that age. So this is what she was mad about. I was rough around the edges. I was out here busting my pistol. I'm drinking 40s. I'm living reckless. But I had the bag. And you probably was sitting there watching me thinking you a better person than me. Like, oh yeah, I don't understand why he gotta have it all, have everything, and I gotta need him to be okay, and I feel like I'm better than him. But see, I'm so thorough, I never seen the snake in you because I don't think like that. See, a thoroughbred can't think like a sucker. A sucker shows.
That's real shit that my man Wayno say. Oschino say, a thorough nigga can't think like a sucker. Remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Bag $100 bills and tell you take what you want. Nobody did. That alone make you should not ever disrespect Poppa. But it's okay. I'm gonna cook your toast. Then you gonna say, oh yeah, Oschino was
always in jail. I worked there when he was there. He was always in jail. He was in a group.
First of all, Wayno, when I got signed, you wasn't even there. You keep talking about you was in all these meetings with Dame. You wasn't nobody. You was working for Chris and Nick. You was never in no meetings with me. What are you talking about? You just sat there and lied on me, bro, for no reason, because you're a hater, bro. I don't know if you want me. No, you want to.
Wayno, he got valid points. And like I told y'all, if y'all just tapped in, I'm an Oschino fan. I fucks with Oschino. I love Oschino. As far as the music and the content that he putting out, I feel like if I meet Oschino, man, be all right. That's it, man to man. I just feel like, yo, we a building. We can make some good content together, man. O can chop it up and be tripping, bro. And one thing about me, bro, when I create like new type friendships and meet new people, yeah, I'm not opposed to that. I keep it strictly business. You know what I mean? That's the type of guy I am. I'm going to keep it strictly business, but I got character. I'm a man and I've been through a lot, so I don't got no shit with me. I see another man that been through a lot and he don't got no shit with me. We connect. Oschino, one of them dudes, and Wayno too. Like, I'm making content about it because that's just what I do. I'm a content creator. Make sure y'all go to my channel and check out the interview I just did with Cloudy Donuts, Derek. That was a dope interview. But I make content and I give my own opinion. That's what I think I'm gonna call this, the opinion blog. Just my opinion. That's what I'm gonna change this to, the opinion blog. 5,000 opinion. This is my opinion. I don't gossip. I don't spread rumors. I just give my opinion about trending topics, hip-hop, entertainment, sports. I just give a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We can sit among the men and talk about money, success, and growth. I'm with all that. But, you know, I'm a journalist, too. I taught myself how to be a journalist. And I know some of these stories I got to cover. Early on, we covered the Jeffrey Epstein. The Jeffrey Epstein situation is a situation where they're accusing some black correctional officers of some correctionals. They went to court, they got fired, you know, they face a penalty, but it's hot in the news now. Jeffrey Epstein been a big thing for the last couple years. And now I'm on the Oschino and Wayno. I fucks with Wayno. I respect what he did as far as content, you know what I mean, everyday struggle, what he did over in Complex. Now, you know, he got a channel. Shout out to him. He came to Baltimore. He showed love in Baltimore. He fucked with Jay here. Wayno, all right. You know what I'm saying? Wayno, he did nothing to me personally. Oschino, I've been a big fan of his music. You know what I mean? Oschino the same age. You get what I'm saying? So Wayno too. So it's not like, oh, say Oschino this old and this and that. Fuck no. It's all the same age, bro. We all under 50. You know what I'm saying? Over 40, under 50. That's what's going on. I relate. When I was in the hospital and I got shot up, I listened to Oschino, that state property too. That got me through my pain. That got me through my nights in that joint. And Oschino, I felt like listening to his music, I connected with him. You know what I'm saying? I connected with him through his music. And like I said, I like his content. I'm subscribed to his channel. You know what I mean? He's probably not subscribed to my channel, but I catch up with him. You know what I'm saying? I be moving around. I catch up with him, let him know, bro, I fuck with you. You get him? So I always fucked it with you. You know what I mean? Hopefully one day we could do some content. But I feel like in this situation, Wayno wrong. And I'm going to dig a little bit into it. I got a little bit of time before I get off. It's only 11 o'clock. I'm going to bust it down a little bit. Please hit that notification button. Hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment. And hype this video. Hype this video. We ain't throwing the Cash App up there. We ain't asking for no donations. We an independent podcast content. Whatever you want to call us, bro. We independent. We do this shit out of our pocket. We do this shit to serve our almost 6,000 subscribers that I cater to. My 5,000 plus subscribers, I cater to. Become one of them subscribers. Doesn't matter if it's 1,000 people in here. It doesn't matter if it's the 3 people in here. I appreciate you. If you're coming into my house, just like the video. But on this one, I think Oschino winning.
Bad. Yo, Oschino stayed in jail. You know what I went to jail for? Some bullshit I robbed him that I didn't do. Did you know that? Did you know that? You know somebody said I did a homicide that I didn't do. Did you know that? Did you know that? But see, you ain't from the streets. So you shouldn't talk about this in the streets.
Yeah.
Mind you, you know how hard it is to get signed by. Mind you, talking about. Then you even said, I don't know Jay-Z.
Seeing blogs posting him and saying stuff like, yeah, you know, because he knows Jay-Z personally. No, he don't. He really don't.
He don't know Jay-Z. Bro, Jay-Z signed me, you bonehead. You wasn't there. You wasn't even there, bro. So you keep talking about like you was in meetings with Dame. I was in the meeting with Dame or Ose. You got to sell drugs and bust. You just lying, bro. You was never no meeting with me and Dame, bro. You not even that. See, you became Dave East manager later. When you was at Rockefeller, you was nobody but a scrub A&R. I don't even think you was getting paid. So why would you be in a meeting with me when I'm an artist with a budget? Why would I? He told me, bro. Then the way you saying it, it makes it like I was a bum, broke, when I was getting to it bad. Well, I gotta. Why would I rob? You don't even make a sense. You can't say wait a second, I got a duffel bag full of money, and the next sentence you're saying I'm robbing people, bro. You gotta make it make sense. You are a bro. I swear, bro. Then you said I came to the meeting with Dame and said, why are you not pushing my music?
Man, I still gotta rob niggas to make money. I still gotta sell crack to get money. You know what Dame said? Dame said, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
I was trapping when I was making music. I was putting out my mixtape. I wasn't waiting for the record label no more. But you don't even know none of that because you wasn't even involved and nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So the fact that you just sitting up here being a bona fide liar to me is breathtaking. It's mind-boggling. I can't believe it. But you can say, Oschino, you're 50.
Me getting this.
Starting March 5th, Spring Splash Fest kicks off.
I'm gonna get into this, man. Oschino, my man. You feel me? Oschino, my man. I believe Oschino. I'm gonna get back into that, but I gotta hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment, man. I'm just rolling up one, man. I'm just vibing out with my audience, bro. I'm gonna jump on probably like Instagram for probably tomorrow, bro. I don't know. This freestyle's my man, Oschino.
Boy, Oschino, man. You know, I don't usually be doing this unless I get like 8,000 or something. You know what I mean? But with the Busta Rhymes, yo, nigga, you broke as shit. What the fuck you supposed to do? You can't get employment because you never finished school. You gotta do something. You hear the streets calling in the fridge. All you got is 2 eggs and a stick of margarine. Get front of work, claim you a piece of turf. Get it poppin', nigga, try to stop.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, about bad Oschino don't be laughing, bro. You know what I mean? He don't be laughing, bro. Oschino don't be laughing, bro. Oschino, bro. I don't know nothing about. Let me get back into this.
50. You like Conway? You like huh? Or is it just me that you hating on the boy that put money in your pockets? Huh? You said I don't know Jay-Z. Jay-Z signed me, bonehead. You wasn't even there. And well, how about look out for Big Face Gary, the person that brought you up there who you don't answer his calls? You know what I mean?
Shout out to Big Face Gary.
I can't believe you, bro. You broke my heart, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm talking about I got you living in my crib. You know what I'm saying? I got you living in my crib, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something about a boy that let a person live in their crib. He don't got no secrets. See, you can live with me because I ain't had no secrets. You know what I'm saying? You ain't named one thing I did to you. You naming all these stuff I'm doing with everybody else, which is my business.
Yeah.
You ain't named one thing I did to you, but the stuff I did to you was right. I got you out the project.
Took you, man. Took you right in. Yeah, no rap, though.
Oh, yeah, you did. I used to live with O.
No rap. Come on, no rap, no nothing. Come on, we out.
And you couldn't even say I did it. I asked you, yo, did I let you open my home to you? Is that a rhetorical question? You couldn't even say, yeah, bro. That's how much of a hater you. It burnt your soul up to even say that I looked out for you, gave you money, and gave you a place to stay.
That's fucked up.
You disgust me, bro. I wish I would have seen this in you sooner. But trust me, everybody's going to see it because they're going to say, well, why you hitting the boy that gave you money? You saying out your mouth, I gave you money. You at my house, I'm not even there. You was at my house more than me. I said, yo, you can bring a girl over there. Make sure she don't go in that room right there because there's stuff in there. That's all I say, bro. I ain't worried about what you're doing. I ain't checking on you. I ain't worried about you stealing. None of that, bro. But you couldn't even give me the courtesy of having respect.
Oh, man, why did they do that? Let me get back to my man. I don't want to cut my man Oschino. I'm a fan. Let me get back to my man, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck
of having respect. You see, I'm crashing out bro. You know crashing out. See, for you, it's crashing out because you're a sucker and a chump. For me, this is regular stuff. See, I've been through real life. I got the scars and the holes and I've been battle tested. I've been to the prisons and all. That don't make me tough, but that make me not a chump. And I learned what it is to be a street person. See, when you go to the penitentiary, the people that teach you how to be a man.
Yeah, Oschino, real nigga.
Never forget it.
Oschino, I gotta keep it real. My man Oschino say, listen, listen, man. Just because you go to the jail don't make you tough. True. It don't cause you hustling you from the streets don't make you tough. True. Getting shot don't make you tough. True. Getting busted in your head don't make you tough. True. Catching a body don't make you tough. True. Bunch of money don't make you tough. True. But a lot of situations prove that you have been battle tested. You know what I mean? You have been battle tested, Jack. You had respect is a concept that's earned, not given. Man been battle tested, bro. Oschino been battle tested. He's a real nigga. And I feel like outside of the street politics, right? Leave the street side of it. The industry politics of this shit is that a real nigga that niggas never saying that he lying and faking. That's the difference, bro. I only know the man through the music. And I'm saying, hey, nah, ain't no fake nigga gonna write that type of shit Oschino be writing. See, Oschino to me always had a confidence. That's what I loved about O. O always had a confidence. He always had a what you call, you know, like me, like any people like us, like yo, a bottom boy confident. You know what I mean? Gonna chase the bag. He's a hustler, bro. When he was in the streets, he was a street guy. You get what I'm saying? And one thing that I could relate to Oschino is they hate when the bottom feeders win, my brother. They hate when the bottom feeders win. They hate when us guys that been hurt, fucked up in the streets, going through all types of shit, get ourselves together, clean up, and start making six figures like we deserve, like we should have been making. They hate that. You know what I mean? And not at all discrediting Wayno. I would like to do an interview with Oschino and Wayno, but I wouldn't ask them shit about what they got going on. That ain't my thing. Ain't my thing. Maybe off camera, but not like on camera. Like, that ain't my thing. And I really don't really care too much about what they got going on. All I would do is put my opinion. Because this is what Raw Dope is about. If you put it out in the internet, and basically the internet is my front door. If you put it in my front door, I got a right to go and tell my audience about it. I'm not about to do no detective work. I'm not about to post none of that. I ain't into that. I'm an interview guy, a vlog guy, a content creator. Vlogging is just a part that I felt like, because I only was doing like 2-3 interviews a week, sometimes, you know, I wanted to, you know, when you get a fan base, you want to find a way to deliver to the fans. That's why I'm in front of the camera right now. But if you go check my portfolio out, check my resume out, you'll see that I do the dopest, the rawest and dopest interviews on the planet. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. So when I'm doing my vlogging opinion type shit, I'm just giving my opinion about what's already on the internet. And in my mind, it's no gossiping to me, bro. I'm just giving an opinion about what everybody know about. So I'm always late with it.
Because the best thing is that somebody look out for you, right? But you act like they didn't. Once you get money, that means you was a groupie. You was there like a woman.
Right.
You was there for a reason. But you ain't like the boy the whole time. That's disgusting. That's diva, bookie butt work. And you want to talk about Gilly.
Bookie butt.
You did say Gilly said something to me first, so I'm going to say what I want, bro. And I can't believe you even care. You ran out of Harlem. You went in Atlanta. Why you worried about what Oschino doing? You just zoomed in on me. The boy that gave you bread. Nobody in state probably gave you bread but me. Nobody. You work for Christian Eve. Did you say that? Did you say that? But now all of a sudden you think you're this guy. So you see, you was one of them cornball dudes watching everybody the whole time, wishing it was you. Now you got a little name or something. Now you gonna try to hate. You qualified to say something about me. That you just slept on my couch with your socks off. You crazy, bro. You gotta be, bro. But you're talking about some Oschino keep crashing out. He keep going to jail. He don't want to be in a group of Spurs. You don't know what I want to do because you wasn't even there. When we did Hot 97, where you at, Wayno? Broke and dirty in Harlem. Probably collecting bottles for 5 cents. And I never judged you. I said, youngin, come on, youngin, I got you covered. Why you ain't say one good thing about me in that whole first video. Mind you, it came out of left field. You never called me. I ain't talked to you in years, right? You just straight went at me. But why are you not coming at Dave East that owe you $100,000? That's the mind-boggling part to me. Wow. Academics coming at you. Everybody coming at you, but you coming at me when I wasn't even thinking about you, bro. Listen, you can say I beef with everybody in my city. I ain't say your name. You can say I beef with everybody in my city. I ain't say your name. But see, when you ain't got no skin in the game, you ain't gonna feel how I feel. You ain't never get nobody no bread out your pocket. So I feel like if you don't respect me, I'm gonna cook your toast. That's what I do. Meek Mills, no. You know Meek Mills because y'all both was dirty with me at the same time. But you forgot. I'm Poppa, bro. See, money don't make me. Even if I was on the bus, I had the same attitude I got right now. You know what I'm saying? See, because I know who I am. You don't know who you are. That's why you had to be cool with somebody that you really didn't like to make it. Not me. I did it my way.
Yeah.
I always take the hard way. Always.
That's me too, baby.
Nothing like me. Listen, you can't even stand next to me and no type of topics in life. Period. You're not built like me, bro. I was showing you genuine love. You went back there and said, let me tell you something. That joint you said I'm 50 years old. It wasn't even about the words.
Oschino almost 50 years old. He beefing with everybody on the planet. And you gonna put him, you gonna put him on a song. You know what, man?
Body language. When they said my name, your body language changed. When you talk about what Dame said in that supposedly meeting that never happened, you really said what you wanted to say. Because the beating never happened. You said, I ain't telling you to sell drugs. I ain't said, bro, shut up. Shut your face. You don't know nothing about nothing.
I don't want to know what academic got touched. I didn't expect. Oh, this was what about to go academic versus Wayno. I want to see this, bro. Like, I ain't mean to get off topic, y'all, but I have to see this. Because this has been a big beef brewing for a while.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside.
Yo, I gotta see this. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. I don't care if it's 2 people in here, 200, 2,000, 200,000 people in here. I don't care. And I know some of the big YouTubers, but I'm in the YouTube gang. And that YouTube gang, I'm in the YouTube commission. And that YouTube commission is under 100,000. And me, I'm in a 10,000 bracket. So I'm in the military. So all of us YouTube that's under 10,000, shout out to you. We in the military. You know what I'm saying? Once you get over 10,000 subs, you out the military and you on your way to 30K. And then after you get 30K, you on your way to 50K. And once you get to 50K, it's different levels. So I'm in the under 10K, under 100K YouTubers. So I'm in the independent underground YouTube world, under 10K subscribers. So, you know what I mean? That's the crew. One day I graduate, you know what I mean, to my with dirty 30. But right now I'm under 10K. And if you tap into this right now, if you see this now or later, please hit that notification button. Please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like. Leave a comment back. I got my mojo back, baby. Old behave. That's why I'm consistent with these episodes, because I know I got to fight my way back into the algorithm. And I understand nobody ain't going to give you shit and we ain't waiting for no handout. So if you just tapped in and you're not even going to stay in, hey, hit that like button. Give me a like. You know what I mean? You can keep scrolling past this, but scrolling past the real. Let's hear this.
By academics to talk about this situation with Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z. What I wanted to do is create what we would call a virtual version of Everyday Struggle. Y'all remember when Act used to talk and I would talk, Nadeska would moderate? Act talk, I talk, we agree on something, we disagree on something, we have our differences, we laugh, we do all of that shit. Let's get to it. So this is a clip that I've seen circulating on the internet where Act says, everybody got to talk about this. People can't be compromised. People got to start addressing this. And I want to.
Hey, all y'all niggas who love comment on me, bro. Hey, everybody, hey, I'm going to keep it a being with you. Hey, let me signal here. Hey. I seen everybody do think pieces on supposedly a non-existent event that didn't happen, but I seen everybody role-playing on podcasts what is happening if I got slapped or not, which it didn't happen, but whatever, cool. I'll let y'all rock with that, but I need all of y'all to keep the same energy and talk about this. Joe Budden, I can't wait to watch your next podcast. I need to, Wednesday can't come quick enough. This picture look crazy.
if I watch the next Joe Budden podcast and y'all don't put this picture up and G to them niggas, but yet you finding yourself rubbing shoulders with niggas that's in their 20s, their early 20s. Act your age and your wage, my nigga. You get money, they get money, but you in a whole different age bracket. Let's talk about it. Now, this picture in particular, and let's go into the tweet again from what Nicki Minaj said. And I'm going to tell y'all why I feel the way I feel about all of the Jay-Z shit and all of that, right? So she says, your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their God. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up. Now, everybody alluded that to her, talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce and how all of these different things. Now, let's add some proper context to this. When people talk all this stuff about Jay-Z, I'm not one of them fake niggas that don't know him. I don't hang around Jay-Z. I ain't seen Jay in some years. If I wanted to get in contact with Jay-Z right now, I could. If I really made a case to talk to Jay, I could. But you know what? I'm doing my thing. Jay is extremely proud of me and happy for me, and he's been watching me do my thing for years. Literally for years. Now, the reason why I don't believe none of this silly shit is because I'm not a nigga that was not around him. I was around him at one point in time when he was highly successful. Yeah, I've been to a lot of his birthday parties. I've been to the 40/40 club openings. I've been in the studio with the nigga. I've been at shows with the nigga. I remember being at the Hard Rock Cafe show in Orlando where the Young Guns was opening up for Kanye West. I was backstage talking with him and all that, right?
When it comes to Wayno versus Academic, I believe
Rockefeller is like me being a part of a fraternity or a brotherhood. It's always going to remain. Rock Nation is something different, but that does not change as far as how I deal with people. See, I'm not one of them niggas that try to sit here in front like I ain't never been around a person. So when I start hearing bullshit about a person, I'm supposed to just believe it because that's what everybody else runs with and believes. Yeah, I'm talking to you, my nigga, because you sitting on the seat, like Nadesco would be right here, you would be over there, so I'm talking to you. The same way, I don't believe none of this shit that's happening with Jay. It's not because I'm making nothing up. I really been around the nigga, you feel me? Really been around him very, very early in my career. Even when I became successful in my career, still got a chance to be around him. Still have close ties to all of his niggas. All of his niggas. Let's talk about that. But you know what's really, really important about this equation? What's extremely important about this equation? And why Axe says no bias and all of that? Let's talk for a second. Do y'all remember the shit what happened with Axe, with the kid, when he was talking to the 15-year-old kid and all that? And like I said, this is an episode of Everyday Struggle. So Ack is sitting over there. Y'all imagine that Ack is sitting over there, Nadeska right here, just sitting here like, damn, Wayno, you want some shit today? And I'm doing commentary.
I try fucking a dude. Will you let me fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yo. You can have. Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Bro, what? I don't get it. What's saying all that?
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah, he's
stuck a dick though.
Yeah. Wayno act. It's just like
I just built a budgeting app and based.
It's like, okay. So let me go there. Y'all got me in front of the computer now, bro. That's how I gotta get back. I gotta get back to me now, man. I'm happy to be in the building tonight, y'all. Come on, man. Hype this video up. Push this video into the algorithm. So I know this is gonna get copyright, and so I probably put this in the members only after I see what it's gonna do. But Max B and 50 Cent dropped, right? And it's on 50 Cent official YouTube channel. It's on 50 Cent official page. I don't know if it's artificial intelligence. I don't know. But I am a hip-hop guy, and I have to play hip-hop. And I know YouTube will hit me up later about it. But it dropped 3 hours ago. 50 Cent featuring Max B, no more tricks, no more tries, and I have to play it. Let's go. Have to go. It's fast too. It's like a little snippet of a song, but this was deep.
This is, you should be polite. This is the purge. Tonight. This is what happens tonight. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga. I got a little bonus. No more tricks. No more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black chicks go, we be creeping in disguise. Done with you bitch, no more believing in lies. No more tricks, no more trash. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black chicks go, we be creeping in disguise. Done with you bitch, no more believing in lies. I come back like that ready rock, cut with that fetty rock, cock it and let it pop. Snitching, you better not. I move around different ways, demons do different deeds. Crushing, I feel a squeeze. He say he can't breathe. Bitch, I got so much bread. She said she can't leave. I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me, I'm about to lick. You go by the drip. You in the mirror all day and still got a vibe, bitch. I pull up in different whips, whips and chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma do with you, man. Catch him, clip him, bought him, rip him, punch him, kick him, stick him.
Damn. Let's stop playing, bro. Let's stop playing. So 50 drops a little snippet. It's probably going to be 1 million tomorrow. It's probably going to be 1 million tomorrow. Oh, man. I have to say this, and I got to say this with honor. The OGs, you know, in the game are beefing. And I think this is funny. 50 Cent Max B. 50 plays this clip. He posted it on his page. I don't think French likes it. My honest opinion, I don't think French Montana likes it. I think like, yo, Max, you just came home. You know, you on the wave tip. But Jim had the right to go clean that up with Max B. Jim Jones had the right to go clean that up with Max B. But he didn't. 17, 18 years Max was locked up. They never fixed it. I don't think that Max personally should have got involved in the situation that 50 Cent and them guys got going on, but it's hip-hop. And you never know it's a meeting behind doors with New York. That's what I'm on now. I mean, like, Baltimore don't do that, but you never know if it's a meeting behind the scene with New York. And New York might be like, oh, you know, this is what we doing, and you know what I mean, bro, you know, we gonna get this in and we gonna kick this. I don't know, bro, because the world is like the WWE right now, bro. So I don't know, but 50 Cent and Max B all surfing on the Benz, man. That shit is funny as fuck. I can't lie to you, bro. And I would like to see Jim Jones reply. Let me see if Jim Jones got a reply. I do with the computer. Jim. It's too early for it. But they rappers in New York never sleep, so shit, I would have dropped, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I would have dropped. I ain't gonna, yeah, Jim, 50, yeah, it's on the wave now. Let's hear what they talking about. Everybody talking about that. New York going crazy right now. New York going crazy right now because it's y'all turn. It's y'all turn, bro. Like it's New York turn right now. New York going crazy with the content. I ain't gonna lie, New York going crazy with the content right now, bro. This is big content right here. Like, this is deep. This is deep.
Now, first off, I want an apology from all you 50 Cent fans that were in the comments telling me every single video, chicks, 50 Cent is not going to rap. 50 Cent has retired. He's not rapping anymore. Forget about him putting out a record because it's not ever going to happen. All you Negroes owe me an apology. Do not make me go back to the old videos and call you guys out one by your username. I told you guys in every video, 50 Cent could easily rap. He could easily respond back. He could easily drop a diss record. The man was literally doing features a couple months ago. So now that he's been getting into it more with a lot of rappers, the memes are no longer hitting, and every rapper is hitting them with the reverse Uno card by getting in the booth and making a diss record. Looks like 50 Cent has finally come out to play. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this one is kind of a twist I did not see coming. Now, early last week, I'm sure you guys all heard the 50 Cent jab that he took at T.I., which was pretty genius because he put it in the new theme song for Power. So that means every single time somebody's playing the show, they're going to hear this T.I. diss. Now, 3 days ago, on Saturday, 50 Cent put out this record with Max B. The record is called No More Tricks, No More Tries. Now, a lot of people thought this record was for T.I. and his family. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, myself included. But we just got confirmation today that this record was actually 50 Cent's response to Jim Jones, Wayno, Fabulous, and Dave East. That's right, you guys. 50 Cent has officially dropped his Let's Rap About It podcast response diss record. Now today, 50 Cent made it clear to everybody that thought this was for T.I. and his family. He put out this AI music video to his verse, which shows AI videos and pictures of Jim Jones, Wayno, Dave East, and Fabulous.
You should be polite. This is the purge.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo. I gotta be honest with y'all. This is different. This is different. This is different. This is a hell of a response, 50. Because I didn't think you was gonna rap. I didn't. And like I said, you know, for my age group, 40 and over, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. This is very interesting. And the video hard as shit. And I fuck with Jim and them Davies and them niggas. I fuck with everybody, but you know how the game go. You know how the game go. I ain't gonna play it. I think everybody getting to play it. 50 probably, you know, 50 a genius, so he probably got the copyrights for the beat all over because everybody playing it. Everybody said, hell yeah, I'll take the copyright hit. You know, like... Let's go back to the conversation. Let's go. Play.
Shots at Jim Jones and Let's Rap About It podcast. Max B also put this wavy emoji under the 50 Cent post, so Max B is fully aware that this was a diss record towards Jim Jones. Now, this is where I need help from you guys. Somebody from New York, somebody that's closely attached to the situation, please let me know what the heck is going on right now. Because if I'm Jim Jones, and I've been trying to keep it cool and cordial with Max B, but then you hop on a diss record with 50 Cent, my main op, brother, forget about making peace. We are never getting cool again. Not only that, you guys, now that I think about it, Dave East went to Max B's birthday dinner party when he got out. Y'all remember that whole situation when Wayno actually confronted him about it?
You went to the party.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I did. You went to the party.
I definitely did.
Threw a party, yeah.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
David came over.
I definitely did. On front, real man shit.
Let's talk about it.
I'm glad the brother got his freedom.
Right.
Shouts to Max.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fan of his music. He on Survival. He actually on my first album. But yeah, I'm glad I got to go, you know, poly with him.
So it was a lot of talk on the internet about.
They told me I was kicked off of this.
Yeah, they did. They said you was there. They said you was. I didn't mean.
For doing that.
Well, this was crazy.
That's what they told
you.
you.
They kicked you off the show.
They said I got kicked off this joint. I can't rap about it no more.
It's crazy. People don't know. You see, both of us had different opinions, and I think it's dope that because I always feel like two things can be true at the same time.
Right.
Right. You felt one way, I felt another way.
Right.
You went to the party, but you had already had a conversation with Capo. Talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like I never was around him. Max. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we had our own relationship through who we know or whatever. And me being around Jim as long as I've been around Jim, and Jim being around my moms and my kids, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta holler at Capo, like, yo, bro, how you feel about that? Because I got invited directly, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna definitely have that convo with bro before I just pop up and he gotta hear about it. Like, that's just me.
No, it's definitely honor in that, brother. And I think, like I was saying, like me and Fad was talking earlier, as individual men, we don't always have to have the same opinion. Right? I felt like because of the relationship I didn't built with Capo over the last 5 or 6 years, that I just felt like it wasn't in me to go stand next to anybody he had an issue with or whatever, because the relationship is strong here. It's past professionalism, right? So we got a personal relationship. I feel like as a friend, the word friend people throw around, brother, you know, everybody, yo, Fad, my brother. This nigga, my brother.
Bro.
Yo, bro, that's my brother. That's my friend. But the thing is, I feel like everybody's your brother until it's time to do brother shit, right? When you got a friend, the word friend, that comes with responsibilities.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? As a friend, there's certain things I'm gonna do. As your friend, you should be able to trust me around your way.
Right.
Right? You should be able to trust me around money.
Right.
If you took a fall, I should be able to be there for you, right? No matter what it is, right? And, you know, the way I look at life, I just felt like, and it was no disrespect to, you know, Max or anybody, because me and him got a relationship too, but I just wanted to make it clear where I stood as a man. Those are my principles, not nobody else. So I think it's dope that we could be able to have that conversation right here, because I felt like niggas was thinking it was something else.
Nah, I feel like with me it's like, and I agree with you 1,010%. I love this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not into trying to figure out what niggas is going through.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Capo know how I feel about him. He knew me since I was 18, 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't nothing brand new. This ain't let me go over there for the cloud or for the cameras. Nah. I've been in contact with Max.
Right.
From jail. You know what I'm saying? He's on the album, Yo East. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it was a
yeah,
I'm
gonna clip this.
So I'm just
right
so
now.
confused about how this whole.
I'm gonna clip that part right there. You know, Davies went to the party. You know what I mean? I don't think he had to go to the party. You know, but that's another topic for there. But 50 Cent responds to to Jim Jones, Dave East, Wayno, their first freestyle. 50 has responded with Max B. That was a crucial move. I like Monopoly over chess. That's a crucial move on the Monopoly board. That's like getting Park Place and Boardwalk in your first roll. That's deadly. So I feel like, you know, 50 respond. I know Jim and them going to respond tomorrow. I know they're going to respond. This is where he be main or everybody will respond. But this way be a big beef up in New York, man. This way be different. I don't think French want to, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? It's about to put the cameras, the paparazzi, everybody in New York. But again, Jeffrey Epstein files the correctional officers under scrutiny for the Jeffrey Epstein files. 50 Cent dropped the diss. I ain't gonna lie, it was all right. 50 Cent dropped the diss. Max B, bro. Max B different. I can't lie to you. Max B different. Max B trying to get their way. Max B trying to get their way. Wayno versus Oschino. Wayno, make it right with Oschino, but Oschino ain't fucking with you, Wayno. Make it right, man. You know, I fuck with both of y'all, man. Y'all gotta make it right, man. Hit that notification button, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, leave a comment. No fuck shit, no fake shit, no foolishness. Anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Raw Dope Podcast.